This is the Conservatives are December 8th, 2016. Uh, Donald Trump, as I've said in a few videos, is obsessed with following and making sure that he fulfills his campaign promises. This is good. This is excellent. This is a unique perspective from a president-elect. I believe he means it. But I want to go over one set of promises that we all should be just a little bit confused about, a little bit concerned about. Nothing big, but it's something, okay? And that's how Donald Trump has framed his campaign promises on foreign policy. I'm going to forget about trade for a minute. I've talked about that before. I'm going to go back to it because it's a huge issue. But I want to concentrate on his what he has said about foreign policy. And I believe he is very, very clear about this. But what he is promising is extremely difficult and is somewhat contradictory unless you take a look at who the man is and if he can stay on track with his promises. And all that has to do with foreign policy. He had three basic components of foreign policy. Number one, defeat ISIS. And we know how he's going to defeat ISIS. He was clear about it. He wouldn't give details, but he's clear about it. There will be a coordinated attack between Russia and the United States. The United States will put boots on the ground, and we will end ISIS in Syria. Okay? That is what he has promised, and that is what needs to be done. The second thing that he wants to do in the face of this is strengthen the military. He believes the military has been abused and has been shrunk down to a less than effective force. And he wants to increase the military presence, increase the strength of the military. And that's okay. That's his position. I don't happen to agree with that particularly. I don't disagree, but I'm not on the same page as he is. But that's what he promised. That's what he's going to do. And okay, sounds okay. It's the third one that he has promised that is the most difficult to achieve. And that is he has promised that he's going to keep the United States out of extensive foreign entanglements. And that's where the rubber hits the road on all this. Can it be done? Yes. He can do all three things. He can defeat ISIS quickly, cleanly, with brutal force. He can strengthen the military. And then he can stay out of these foreign entanglements. He can say, I don't want to see any more wars. You know, I'm gonna have a policy in the Middle East that gets us out of the Middle East. We can't keep fighting this battle. What are we going to do in Syria and Iraq, in Afghanistan? We're going to be there for 100 years? We've already been there for 15 years. Come on, stop. That's what Donald Trump's saying. I agree with him. I agree. But when you defeat ISIS and you strengthen the military, the temptation to solve world problems with force is unbelievably great. So can it be done? Yes, by a strong president that does not waver in these three positions. Yes, it can be done. Most people, most presidents couldn't do it. And I'm not sure Donald Trump can. We'll see. But it's right there in front of us what he intends to do. And now, it's going to be so difficult for him to do it. Donald Trump is unique. He has shown strength and power. He has shown vision and commitment to his campaign promises. But this is going to be one campaign promises that is going to tempt him. When you have a strong military, if you've eliminated ISIS and are very successful at it, the temptation is to use that power again. And that not one person in 100 could have the strength to fulfill that last promise, to stay out of foreign entanglements, stay out of foreign wars. And we'll just have to see what's going to happen. This is the Conservative Czar. See you next time.